General Motors has a checkered history with electric cars, having killed their electric cars not once but twice. From the early days of electric vehicles to the ill-fated EV1 in the 90s, GM faced challenges and made controversial decisions. However, the tide is turning, and GM is now a big innovator in the realm of electric vehicles, but challenges still loom large on Mary Barra. So subscribe to our channel and join us as we explore how General Motors, an industry giant, is poised to gain back the lead of the American automotive landscape. The General Motors EV1, manufactured and leased from 1996 to 1999, was a pioneering electric vehicle, representing the first purpose-designed model of its kind from a major automaker in the modern era. Stemming from the success of GM's 1990 Impact electric concept car, the EV1 responded to the California Air Resources Board's mandate for zero-emissions vehicles. Offered exclusively through limited lease agreements in select U.S. markets, the EV1 garnered positive customer feedback. However, GM, perceiving electric cars as financially unviable, controversially crushed most of the EV1s and terminated the program in 2002. The decision sparked accusations of self-sabotage and conspiracy theories, solidifying the EV1's legacy as one of the rarest cars from the 1990s, with its discontinuation remaining a topic of controversy. In 2010, GM made waves with the Chevrolet Volt, a groundbreaking range-extended electric car challenging conventional hybrids. Despite modest sales, the Volt played a vital role in the advancements of hybrid and electric cars in general, and reshaping perceptions of EVs among American drivers. In 2018, GM took a bold step by discontinuing the Volt and prioritizing the Bolt, its first full-scale production EV. Then announced in 2021 to exclusively produce electric vehicles by 2035. GM introduced the Chevrolet Bolt as a concept car in 2015, promising a 200-mile range for just $30,000. With production set to begin by the end of 2016, GM aimed to beat the competition, including media darling Tesla, in the race for an affordable, long-range electric vehicle. Mary Barra, the CEO of General Motors, was a key player in bringing the Bolt to life. Barra, a company veteran, has witnessed GM's transformation and now leads the charge towards a future dominated by electric mobility. Despite GM's bankruptcy in 2009, Barra's leadership has steered the company towards innovation, epitomized by the development of the Bolt. Reflecting on GM's bankruptcy and federal bailout in 2009, it's ironic that the company is now poised to lead the electric car revolution. GM, once known for lackluster cars and resistance to change, has evolved into a powerhouse of innovation, challenging perceptions and rewriting its narrative in the automotive industry. Several hybrid cars saw the day, but in 2021, GM announced their plan to focus all their efforts into making all-electric cars. GM throughout the years introduced several EVs, with the Chevrolet Bolt EV coming at around $20,000 after the tax credit, and offering the best value among EVs in the US, being their best seller. But despite increasing sales year over year, the sales couldn't match the production, leading to thousands of electric cars gathering dust at dealerships. They announced that they are pulling back on their ambitions to build 400,000 EV units in North America by the mid-2024. However, they're still on track to hit their goal of reaching an annual EV production capacity of 1 million EVs in North America by the end of 2025, while remaining committed to eliminating tailpipe emissions from their light-duty vehicles by 2035. Now, General Motors has taken a surprising turn by reintroducing plug-in hybrid cars to its lineup, marking a reversal from its commitment 3 years ago to go all-in on electric vehicles. After a slowdown in EV sales, GM is re-embracing the plug-in hybrid, acknowledging the appeal of a technology that combines emissions-free electric miles with the convenience of a gasoline tank for longer trips. During a call with investors, GM CEO Mary Barra briefly announced the company's plans to bring back plug-in hybrid technology to select vehicles in North America. Barra emphasized that the reintroduction of plug-in hybrids does not signify a retreat from GM's 2021 commitment to produce only electric vehicles by 2035. Instead, it aims to help the company comply with evolving fuel economy and tailpipe emission standards. The reintroduction of plug-in hybrids by GM echoes the industry trend, with other automakers also reconsidering this technology due to a slowdown in EV sales. While GM is ramping up the production of electric versions of various models, including the Chevy Blazer and Equinox, the addition of plug-in hybrids provides flexibility and aligns with consumer demand. This move, resembling a strategy previously employed by Toyota, suggests a pragmatic approach by GM to meet emissions targets and maintain flexibility in a rapidly evolving automotive landscape. Experts caution that the impact of GM's return to plug-in hybrids depends on how they fit into the overall vehicle mix. While plug-in hybrids offer a compromise between electric and gasoline power, the emissions reduction depends on whether they replace traditional gasoline vehicles or EVs in the lineup. As GM navigates this delicate balance, the reintroduction of plug-in hybrids could serve as a strategic move to address emissions regulations and potential challenges in the Ultium battery rollout, showcasing the complex dynamics of the automotive industry's shift towards electrification. GM plans to launch gas-powered models for 2024 alongside its electric vehicles, such as the Silverado EV and GMC Sierra EV pickup trucks and the all-new Equinox electric SUV. Any new plug-in hybrid models will be introduced next year or later and are likely compliance models to meet emissions regulations. The company aims to deploy plug-in technology strategically while maintaining its focus on EV development, deployment, and sales growth. GM executives also highlighted the profitability of EV sales in 2024, expecting to move between 200,000 and 300,000 electric vehicles this year, with the U.S. achieving at least a 10% EV product sales mix by the end of 2024. The company remains committed to advancing its EV lineup amid dynamic market challenges.
Well, again, as we're going through this transformation, a lot has changed. I think, a few years back when we made that statement, I think we thought we'd be farther along on the charging infrastructure. And so as we get there, we think now hybrids are going to play a role. We're going to be launching those vehicles, the hybrids, in key segments of our portfolio, but we haven't put specific plans out. We'll be filling that in more later as we move on. We have 100,000 either orders or reservations for our EV trucks that we're going to fulfill between 24 and 25. If for some reason we don't see that EV demand materialize, we've got the flexibility with 2 plants that can build both ICE and EV. Again, we're not giving specific details on when the hybrid vehicles will come out. That will follow later, but it will be timed, not because we have such strong EVs right now, it will be timed later when we see hybrids playing an important role in meeting the regulatory environment.
If EV is really strong, why are we entertaining hybrids? If that's the ultimate goal and it's going to be a distraction, why entertain hybrids?
Well, as I've said, we've seen EV demand slowing. We think there's still an opportunity for General Motors, but we think, if you think about it, we're 7% this year, getting all the way to 100%. There's going to be a lot of adoption, and there's some customers with their use cases are more comfortable with a vehicle that has 2 propulsion systems, the electric and internal combustion engine. And so we're responding to that. A lot is what is going to guide this is related to getting a robust charging infrastructure. So we're keeping our options open, and we're going to, look to what the market wants. We've already seen hybrid demand go up and down over the last few years. So, I don't think it's going to be, a long-term stable growth either.
Despite occasional shifts in strategy, such as the recent consideration of plug-in hybrids, GM remains at the forefront of the automotive industry's electrification journey, with initiatives like the Ultium battery technology and plans for multiple electric models across its brand portfolio. This ongoing evolution reflects GM's adaptability and determination to lead the way in a rapidly changing landscape of electric mobility. Stay tuned for more updates on the EV realm. And if you're interested in knowing about the most efficient EVs, click on the video right here.